So a continuation of my previous video where I just talked for 10 minutes about nonsense. Really, I was talking about how there's nothing in this for me as far as gain. My husband and I have had this idea for over a year based on the 826 Valencia project. And if you haven't heard of 826 Valencia, you should look it up because it's like the best thing ever. If I could figure out how to bring that to our community, I would do it in a heartbeat, but I'm just not there yet. So this is kind of a baby step in that direction. Anyway, so 826 Valencia, and I think it's 826valencia.org. And they're doing really great things around the United States with their various stores and tutoring centers. So my husband and I had this idea based on 826 Valencia, and that we could take a program into schools, specifically schools that are underserved, where maybe the resources are just not there and kids are falling between the cracks between school and home life, and just kind of doing something fun and empowering. But that is also, kind of a far off idea, so we're not there yet. I figured this group and any groups that I do here on out can be kind of a testing ground, if you will, where I can see what works, what activities kids enjoy, and at the same time, at the end of our time together, or at the end of, one session, I'm not saying that kids have to necessarily stop being a part of the program, we'll end up with a book published. I've published my own 2 books, as I mentioned before, and formatting is no problem for me. So, getting a book onto Amazon or into a paperback format is, that's no problem. And it's something that your kids would remember forever. So, this is really just getting my feet wet and seeing how the kids respond to it. So what should you do now? Please check the blog, and if you're watching this video, you probably already have because I'm putting it on the blog. But go to the kidauthorshq.weebly.com and visit the blog, and I'll be putting up little assignments for you guys to work on while we're waiting for the registration window to close, and then we'll get going on the real deal. It's just practice, and it's just something for you guys to get your creative ideas flowing. Okay, so the last thing is, I will have story prompts or something up on the blog, and the kids can respond any way that they want to. Some may be comfortable and old enough to type out responses. Other kids might need to write on paper and maybe scan or have a parent copy for them. And I'm sorry, parents, if that's extra work. It's not intended to be a hardship, but I know how it is. I have so many kids. I also, some other ideas might be for your kids to take a video of themselves, like so, and submit that way. Some people do better relaying their stories in video form versus actually writing, and some little ones might not know how to spell all the words that they're trying to say. So I understand. I also have 2 children who have reading disabilities and struggle with writing. So I'm pretty flexible because I know that sometimes it's just hard. Like, kids want to contribute, but the actual act of putting the words onto paper, onto screen is difficult. I also encourage you to consider using the speech to text functionality of your electronic devices if spelling is difficult, or actually holding a pencil or whatever. So I'm not hung up on how the stories are submitted, as long as kids are figuring out how to tell stories. So because stories are important, and it's the one thing that we pass down from generation to generation. So I think that's it. That was like 16 minutes of me babbling, but I promise the videos won't be 16 minutes from here on out. And I hope that I will get to know all of you guys a little bit better, and we will have a good time. If you have any questions, please visit the website. It's www.kidauthorshq.weebly.com, and you can contact me by going to the contact tab. And that's it. Have a good day. I will talk to you all soon.